Good evening, everyone. I'm Lise from Experiential Mindfulness Melbourne. I help people manage and reduce stress so they can have more joy, peace, and calm in their lives. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about how mindfulness can help you have more patience in your life and give you some tips with that. So sometimes we can all be impatient at times. Of course, some people have more patience than others. And we can be impatient with ourselves. And sometimes it's really easy to be harsh and impatient with ourselves because we're not achieving something as quickly as we'd like, because we're not, becoming good at something quickly enough. And sometimes because we set for ourselves unrealistic standards or expectations. I know for me, I used to be very impatient with myself and in general, and still something that I have to say it's a continued challenge for me. The mindfulness has made a big difference, but it's something for me that for example, I experienced when I started learning the piano. About 7-8 years ago, I wanted to be good at it right away. It's that kind of impatience. Always, why is it not happening? It's just, and it's the same with everything. When I started my business, always wanting, something to, to happen yesterday. Things to be working out the way that they've, working for other people when, they've been doing it for, something for several years. So impatience can come from that, from this having, unreal expectations with ourselves and real, and realistic standards for ourselves. We can also be impatient with other people because other people don't have the same point of view as us, or they don't do what we want them to do, or they don't understand something as fast as maybe we understand things or would like them to understand. And that's something that can obviously be a real problem in relationships. If you're very impatient with others, you get irritable easily, and again, that's something that was the case for me. That's going to affect negatively your relationships. There's also, you can be impatient in general with just things not going according to plan, or, for me, again, I was very, very impatient in my life with everything. And so with, public transport, because I don't drive, so I take public transport everywhere. And it's definitely can be frustrating when there's, when there's delays. But even sometimes, I didn't give myself maybe enough time, and then I was really, really impatient and got all upset and, angry and stressed. Because we just want things to happen, right away when we want them to happen. And as a result, it can really be very stressful. So mindfulness has definitely helped me being much more patient with myself, by being kinder with myself, but also with others, and generally with situations. Like, for example, if I'm waiting for public transport or whatever it is. So I still feel some impatience at times, feeling of frustration, wanting something to happen now. But now I'm able to deal with it differently. And of course, already through regular mindfulness practice, you will actually become calmer in your everyday life. Therefore, you will become a bit more patient. But there are also things that you can do in order to help you have more patience with yourself and in general situations. So, first of all, when you notice a thought of impatience, then just name that thought. So I noticed that right now there's a thought of impatience because whatever it is, the train isn't coming quickly enough. Or because this person doesn't understand me quickly enough, whatever it is. And then notice where the feeling is located. So for me, when there is impatience, what I feel is frustration. So it would be frustration. Where is the frustration located in your body? So for me, I feel everywhere in my body, but the legs is the area where the frustration feels the strongest. So for you, it can be completely different. So just naming the feeling, notice where it is located, and taking a few slow, deep breaths to just relax into it. And just staying with the sensations, observing where the sensations of frustration, impatience are in the body, and just breathing into the area and out from the area. And just really observing without judgment what is actually happening, what are the sensations. Noticing, is it heavy, is it light? Is there a color to the sensations? How much space do they take in the body? And just really staying with them as an observer. And if your mind wanders off and goes back to thinking about something, thought of impatience again, just bring yourself back gently without judgment to just watching the sensation and just breathing in and out, and you will notice that this will shift, and as you're letting the thoughts of impatience go. So that's a way of dealing with this feeling of impatience, whether it's with yourself, with people specifically, or just with situations in general, to help you be more grounded and just be more patient with things not happening right away. So I hope that was helpful. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.